Up, everybody? And you know what day it is today? Well, it's Cyber Monday, or as retailers like to refer to it as, please God, don't let Q4 go ahead and ruin our year. Americans are out here spending 16 million per minute, which sounds like a lot until you remember that's what Congress spends on an accident. Now, Cyber Monday used to be fun. Deals used to feel real. Now it's like the TSA. You participate, but no one enjoys it, and you're not entirely sure anything is actually happening. Adobe says shoppers will spend $4.2 billion today, which is crazy because half the country says they can't afford rent. But apparently, everyone can afford a $300 cooking pot from Instagram ads. This country is broke, but we always find money for useless crap. America's official motto is financially struggling, mentally exhausted, spiritually empty, but the Amazon cart will always stay full. So let's go ahead and talk about Cyber Monday right now. Adobe says shoppers are spending more money on fewer items. Of course they are. It's 2025. Everything costs more. A pack of gum is $9. A winter coat requires a cosigner. At this point, McDonald's should be offering financing options for their meals. And now, stores offer fewer discounts than last year. 70% of retailers said we're not discounting anything unless you pry it out of our cold, shrinkflation ridden hands. Now, that is retailer corporate speak for come get these deals, same prices, slightly worse products, but with the spirit of a deal. And it's Christmas, so do you really want to be looked at as the unfavorite in your family? Inflation is the gift that, well, keeps on taking whether you want it to or not. Salesforce says prices rose 7% on Black Friday, but consumers bought fewer items, which honestly sounds like the first sign of intelligence I've seen from this species in years. Adobe's lead analyst said people are quote unquote trading up. Right, because nothing says strategic financial decision making like buying a $500 coat on sale because it's only $470. This is America. We will quote unquote trade up everything except our life choices. And now Cyber Monday is the last call for deals, according to retail. I love how shopping has adopted the nightclub language. Last call before we turn the lights on, and you see how ugly that TV really is. Now let's go ahead and talk about an economic reality check, something that probably a lot of us aren't prepared for. Holiday spending is set to pass $1 trillion for the first time ever. $1 trillion. Let's be honest, I think Klarna and buy now, pay later options are probably hitting a surge right now. That's a lot of money for a country where half the population Googles how to negotiate down your electric bill. The NRF says cold weather will help increase store traffic because apparently the only thing getting Americans back into malls is the threat of hypothermia and snow. And like everything else in America, well, most of the spending is coming from the top 20%, while the rest are just adding items to cart and praying that Afterpay approval or Klarna approval. It's the modern economy. The rich shop, the poor browse, and the middle class panic refreshes their bank app to see if they can afford to eat ramen noodles for the next couple weeks. Now, don't worry, retailers aren't the only thing that's melting down. We also have Bitcoin throwing a full-blown temper tantrum in Walmart. Meanwhile, Bitcoin is down 8% today, falling from 91K to 84K. Now, what caused it? Well, Japan might raise interest rates. That's it. Bitcoin is the world's most emotional teenager. One rumor and it loses 8% of its value and locks itself in its room listening to sad music. This is how fragile crypto is. A whisper from Japan equals Bitcoin down 8%. A strong breeze equals Bitcoin ETF outflows. And a meme on Reddit equals Bitcoin new all-time highs. ETF outflows hit 3.5 billion. Strategy stocks dropped, 40%. Michael Saylor announced a $1.4 billion reserve, which is the business equivalent of saying, I'm fine while your kitchen is on fire. And yet, analysts still say if you zoom out, everything is fine. Yeah, if you zoom far enough out, everything is fine. If you zoom out on the Titanic, it was just a boat taking a new route. Now, our final story is Michael Burry. And well, it looks like he has more beef with more tech companies, and this time it's coming with Tesla and Elon Musk. Our boy Burry popped out of his bunker again to tell us Tesla is quote unquote ridiculously overvalued. Thanks, Michael. Next week, he'll remind us water is wet and crypto bros are annoying. He says Tesla dilutes shareholders 3.6% a year, has no buybacks, and Musk's $1 trillion pay package will dilute it even more. But here's the thing, Wall Street doesn't care, Michael, so shut up. They hear dilution and go, ooh, sounds like the next big AI thing. And Tesla fans, aka the Elon cult, Burry says they jump from one obsession to the next. Electric cars, then autonomous driving, and now it's robots. Honestly, Tesla is starting to sound like that friend who keeps starting new businesses. Bro, I'm doing crypto. No, wait, now it's NFTs. No, wait, we're going to now move into drop shipping. No, wait. Robot brothels. Now let's talk about some of our final stories here. The American manufacturing flu. It's in contraction for the 9th straight month. 9th. At that point, it's not a slowdown, it's just a lifestyle like Peloton. Factories say they're dealing with slumping orders, tariff chaos, and rising input costs. That some manufacturers literally said AI is producing confusing and inaccurate information. Yes, our factories are now being sabotaged by Chat GPT hallucinations. This is the most American problem ever. Robots messed up the paperwork, so we can't build the trucks, so workers got laid off, so consumers can't buy anything except on Cyber Monday. So companies are even moving some companies are even moving manufacturing offshore because of tariffs, which is ironic since tariffs were supposed to bring jobs back to America, I thought. It's like putting a band-aid on a broken bone. Economists say the manufacturing sector is sick. Sick? No, it's in hospice at this point. The doctor said, prepare yourselves, and the family is arguing about who gets the forklift and the summer home in Nantucket. Inflation is, well, still burning through the supply chain, and the Fed is trying to decide if they should cut rates, with half the committee yelling no more, like they're on an episode of Intervention. So what do we do with all this? And here's what this Monday in America has looked like so far. People are spending more money than ever and getting less for it. Bitcoin investors are screaming into their cold plunges. Tesla is either the future of civilization or the world's most expensive midlife crisis, and manufacturing is coughing up blood. Finally, Cyber Monday is our biggest national tradition after lying at Thanksgiving. It's all one big metaphor. America is shopping like the world isn't on fire, and the world is on fire because, well, America's shopping. Happy Cyber Monday, folks. Buy something useless for me, stimulate the economy, or don't and save your money. I don't care. At this point, the economy is basically a slot machine anyways, so you'll probably have the same outcome no matter what you do. If you liked this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget, we are trying to get to 5,000 subscribers over on Investor Central Club on that YouTube channel. So go ahead, drop a subscription over there. We're about 270 subscribers away, and we will be giving away an annual subscription once we do hit 5K to a lucky subscriber. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday, and I'll see you in the next episode.